Okay, so this is going to be our first course.
All right. Hello.
Hi. Okay, so you already know how to say Chinese, right? In Chinese,
Yeah. 中文.
which is, sorry?
中文.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to write it down here for you. It's 中文. I'm also going to write pinyin for you.
Oh, that's great. That will help.
Okay, 中文. And you also know how to say China in Chinese.
Yeah. 中国.
Okay, let's write it down here. Okay,
Awesome.
so this is basically the primary school textbook, and it's for the grade 1. So it's very basic, and you can start from without any, like without knowing any Chinese.
Okay, that's great.
Okay,
Let's do it.
so let's see. The first thing I'm going to teach you is
Mm-hmm.
this. Can you see here?
Yep. I
Yeah,
can see
let
it.
me do it again. Yeah. So, do you know what's this?
Yeah. You.
And do you know how to say English in Chinese?
Like English or UK? I know how to say UK.
English.
I know how to say UK. It's
Okay, how to
英
say UK then?
英国.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to write it here. I also write the Chinese down here for you. This is Chinese
All right.
as a language. Because you also say Chinese people as Chinese, but we don't say Chinese people as 中文.
All right.
It's going to be another,
So this is only for the language.
yeah.
Okay.
And this is China. And this is also Chinese. So, yeah, exactly as you said, the UK is 英国.
Okay.
And here I'm going to explain to you that 语 it also means language.
Okay. So you as a single character means language.
Yeah, and also with a phrase which is 语言.
What's the meaning of that?
It's language.
Okay. So you the single characters means language, and yu yan means language as well.
语 you can't just use 语 like alone. You have to, if you want to say language, you have to say the phrase 语言.
Okay. Yu yan.
Yeah. So this is a phrase.
Okay.
So and I'm also going to teach you that if you want to say any language, you just match the country's name with 语. So let me give you an example. If you want to say English, it's going to be 英语.
Okay. But can you say 中语?
No, actually you can't. That actually makes a little bit difference. But okay, I think you know how to say France, right?
Yeah, 法国.
Exactly. Let's write it down here. It's also the third tone, so you have to say 法国.
法国. Okay.
Exactly. Awesome. So this is France. And try to guess how to say French.
法语
Yeah, exactly. 法语. It's a third tone.
Okay, so 法语
Yeah. And you can see here, English is 英语, French is 法语, but you
Yeah.
see that Chinese is 中文. Can you see 中语? Actually, you cannot. You can either say 中文 or 语文. Let me just circle it for you. Here and here. Use it as to say Chinese, but 语文 is more like only Chinese people they will say I learned 语文. They won't say like for example, as a foreigner, you wouldn't say you learn 语文. You will more likely to say you learn 中文. 语文 it's like as a primary student or as a student, we have as Chinese course, and also we have math, which is
Okay.
mathematic course.
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
you
okay,
get
so
it? It's kind of like a more domestic.
okay, so it's more like kind of academic, academic learning, like when you learn at school, right? When you learn like the not to speak the language, but actually like literature and all that stuff, right?
Literature, yeah. But you can also like if a Chinese people, yeah, it's more like literature, but you can never use that to like as a foreigner, even if you learn Chinese literature, you wouldn't say you learn 语文. You always say you learn 中文
Okay.
because the phrase 语文 doesn't represent the country. You see, the country here is 中国.
Yeah.
So if you want to say you're learning Chinese language, you have to represent or specifically say which country's language you are learning. So you have to say you are learning 中文, not 语文.
All right. And
Okay, so you get it.
what about the character when? Can you use it as you? Can you say like 英文, 法文? No.
Yeah, exactly. You can use it. That's what I'm going to say to
Okay.
teach you for the next step. You can also say 英文. England is also English, and as you said, 法文 is also French.
Okay. So it works as well with when.
Yeah, I'm going to
Right.
explain to you what does 文 mean.
Okay.
Okay, so as you see 文, do you know how to say study?
Is it 学?
Yeah, exactly. So if you say I learned Chinese, it's going to be, you know how to say I, right?
Yeah. 我.
Yeah. So this is I. Learn is 学. Oh, sorry. Not going to write it here. So here, 我学中文 is I learn Chinese.
Okay.
And here, 学, if you put it together with 文, it's going to be 文学.
So what does 文学 means? Learning languages?
No, 文学 means literature.
All right.
And you can also say, if you say 文字
Yep.
or 字 itself.
So what does it mean?
It means words or characters.
All right. So how to say Chinese characters? Is it going to be 种子?
Uh, Actually, if you say 文字, people will like naturally understand it as Chinese words.
Okay.
Because for English words, we have another. We don't use 文字. We use another because it's kind of it's the an English word constitutes like letters, right? It's
Yeah.
but like Chinese words, it's like a single figure or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but you can still say 中文字. It means exactly the same as 文字,
Okay.
but it's kind of specific say that it's Chinese.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you could have like characters from other languages, right? So you would just need to
Mm-hmm.
replace the zhong by something else.
As I said, you would not use 文字 to say a word in either French or English or anything because your words or a character of English words is actually constituted of like different letters.
Yeah. No, what about other languages which that use characters like I don't know, like Korean, Japanese, or something like that?
Oh, so the difference of between like Asian language and like German language, it's that, for example, the Korean and the Japanese, they also have like single characters, not
Ye
constituted of
Letters. Yeah.
words,
Yeah.
of letters. Yeah, exactly. So if you want to say, um, do you know how to say Japanese?
So it would be. I know that Japan is Japan or no, something like that, right?
Yeah, it's going to be. Try to pronounce this.
Japan.
Yeah, 日本.
Japan. Okay.
So if you want to say the Japanese characters or the Japanese words, you're going to say,
One. So okay.
yeah. And as you can also see that here, 日文, it means Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
And do you know how to say Korea?
Not at all, actually.
Okay. So Korea is going to be try to this is how to pronounce this.
Han.
Yeah,
Han.
Han. And um, you would going to say 韩国 as Korea.
Okay. So Hanguo is Korea. Is Korea. Okay.
We here we see. Oh, sorry. Here we see 中国, 英国, 法国, 韩国. Do you
Yeah.
know what does 国 mean?
Country, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Country. So here is Korea. So if you want to say Korean, how do you say it?
Hanguozhan.
No, I mean Korean language.
Oh, Korean language. Sorry. So it would be Hanwen or Hanyu.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome, very good. So it's either 韩文 or 韩语. These two words represents Korean.
Korean
So
language.
as you
Yeah. Okay.
can also see, Japanese can also be said like 日文 or
So Japanese is 日文 or 日语.
exactly.
So
So both of
basically,
them is
okay, both of them are Japanese language. Okay.
yeah.
And you can use zi as well, right? For Korean. Korean characters would be like Han Wen zi, right?
Yeah, you can say that, but it's very rare.
It's
Maybe
very
it's
rare.
because I don't learn Korean, so I
Okay.
wouldn't say because usually if you want to learn Chinese, you will need to recite some characters or you will need to recognize some characters. So you would
Yeah.
say recognize 中文字. But for Korean, I don't know if they say recognize 韩文字 or something because I've never been in that contest. So yeah,
Okay.
so that's it. Okay. So
Great.
here we are going to, yeah, so this is cool. And here we are going to say, sorry, this here, the characters I just marked, it means the first grade.
Okay. So is it
And
what's the
yeah,
third? I know the two first characters. What's the third one?
okay.
Yin.
So this is E, it means one.
Yeah.
And this is how to pronounce this
Nian.
exactly. And it means ear.
Yeah.
This means one. This is means ear. And this is
Yeah.
级.
Ji.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. 一年级. And 级 means
Great.
level.
Oh, level. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the level of first year.
Okay.
And here, this means the upper part.
Oh
And
yeah,
of
it's
course,
it,
in the first semester, you're going to learn upper part, and then in the next semester, you're going to learn the other part. So it's the semesters no the academic year is actually divided into two parts. So here you can this is
Shang,
pronounced as Shang exactly.
like in Shanghai,
And
right?
yeah, exactly. It's Shanghai. Shanghai is Shanghai. And you can also say, do you know how to say something is on something or something is above something?
No, but I guess it uses the character Shang, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be
Mian.
面.
Mian. Shang Mian. Okay.
Yeah, it's on or above. And this character, it's a bit difficult because it's like very literature. It's pronounced as 册. It means 册 is like related to books.
Okay.
So 上册 means the first or the first part of the book.
Okay, so Shang Tzu, right?
Yeah, 上册. And do you know
Shang
how
Tzu.
to say
Okay.
below or under?
I think it's Xia, right?
Yeah. So it's 下面
下面 okay.
This is under or below.
All right.
So do you know how to say the second part or yeah, the second part of the book?
Yeah. 下册
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you get it. So this is the cover of the textbook we're going to learn for like the next month or the following month.
Okay.
And so today we learn about how to say Chinese and how to say like different countries, how to say different language, and we're going to review all these characters together. Is that all right?
All right.
Okay. So we're going to start from the. I'm going to point to it, and you're going to pronounce it. Is that okay?
All right. Let's do it.
Okay. So how to do this? Right, let me
Uh,
just use a marker. Yeah,
yeah. 中文
yeah, this one.
中国
Yeah, exactly. 中国 and this one.
语文
Exactly. This one.
语言
Yeah, and this one.
英文
Yeah, and this one.
法文
Yeah, and this one.
文学
Okay, and this one.
我学中文
Yeah, and this one.
中文字
Yeah, this one.
英语
Okay, and this one.
英国
Yeah, this one.
法语
Okay, and this one.
法国
Okay, and this one.
韩国
Yeah, 韩国. This one.
韩国日本
日本. The 本
日
is the third tone.
okay sorry 日本
Yeah, 日本. And this one.
韩文
This one.
韩语
This one.
日语
This one.
日文字
Okay, now I'm going to say the English meanings of those characters, and can you tell me how to say them in Chinese?
all right let's do it
Okay, let's just try. Don't be
okay
stressed. Yeah.
no I'm not stressed
Okay, so how to say literature?
文学
Yeah, exactly. And how to say I learn Chinese?
我学中文
Okay, how to say Korea?
韩国
How to say language?
You can say 语言
Yeah,
语言
in
语言
yeah, 语言.
语言
Yeah. How to say words or characters?
You can say 文字 or just 字
Yeah, 文字 or 字.
文字 or
And
字
yeah,
okay
exactly. And how to say Japanese in two ways?
In two ways. So you can say 日文 or you can say 日语
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this part we finished, and right now we are going to review the other characters or other phrases. How to
all right
say how to say grade one?
grade one grade
Yeah,
one you
here.
mean
Yeah.
one so it's 一年级
Ji, it's the second tone.
Okay, 一年级.
E is the first tone and the ji is the second tone. So it's
So
going to be 一年级.
一年级.
Exactly. 一年级 is going to be like grade 1. So how to say
Okay.
grade then?
Grade. How do you say grade? Is it G?
If
G.
grade 1 is 一年级,
Yep.
this is okay, so this is grade 1. And you know E is 1.
Okay.
So how to say grade?
年级.
Yeah, exactly. 年级. 年级 is grade.
Okay, so you include the year character. Okay, so it's a
Yeah,
grade.
yeah,
It's a grade like a school grade. Okay, so you include the year
yeah.
character in it. Okay.
Yeah, because I said the 级 is like level. So 年级 is like academic level. So it's grade.
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
understood.
it's like an academic year level or academic year. So it's grade. So how
Okay.
to say on or above?
So on is 上面 and 下面 for below.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's 上面 and 下面. And as you
上.
know, Shanghai is Shanghai.
Okay. So
Okay.
what does high mean? Is it
Um.
like is it the sea?
Yeah, exactly. So here you see. Okay, I'm just going to write it here. Shanghai is Shanghai. Yeah.
Yep.
And Hai is sea.
All right.
You want to learn about river, lake, and ocean?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So ocean is yang.
Yang. Okay.
Yeah. And river, how to pronounce this?
河.
He, exactly. And lake is,
湖.
how to pronounce this?
湖. 湖.
Hu, exactly. So lake is hu, river is he, sea is hai, ocean is yang. And if you notice, can you see in those four characters there are like
Yeah.
they all share like the same part,
Yeah.
the
Is
left
it
part of the character,
water?
like 3 points. Yeah, it means water. Like it's if yeah, it means water. And if you kind of a lot of characters or words which relate to the meaning of water also have this in the characters.
Okay.
Also shares this part. Yeah, so this is it. And also, if you want to say C, it can be high, and high is also the abbreviation of 海洋.
Okay.
Yeah, and it also can be. This word is 大. It means big.
So what do you mean by Tahai? Is it like an ocean or something like that? Is it the same thing as yang?
大海 is the kind of the full version of sea.
Okay. What do you
It's the
use
same as 海, but
what
海洋 is the
Okay.
same as is the 海洋 is the full version of ocean. So 海洋 is the same as 洋.
All right. So what do you use generally? Do you use like Hai and Yang, or do you use Da Hai and Hai Yang?
I think we usually use 大海 and 海洋. If you want to say I want to go to the beach or I want to go
Yeah.
see the sea, it's going to be I want to see the 大海.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
海洋 is more like, you know, kind of literature and it's used more in documentaries
Okay.
and like in kind of
Ge
spoken
Geography.
Chinese, we just say, yeah, it's more like a geography concept. And if you just want to say like sea, in spoken Chinese, you only say 大海.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. So we also are going to learn four tones of the words.
All right.
Yeah, of
Yeah, I
any
have.
words.
Yeah, that's the. I think that's the most difficult for me. Like, kind of try to make the difference between certain tones.
Yeah. So it's not going to be very difficult. So we are going to start it from here. So you
Okay.
know the four tones of the pronunciation. If we just take a as example,
All right.
it can be the first tone is going to be a,
Ah.
and the second tone is going to be a,
So it's ah. Okay.
a,
Ah.
a.
Ah.
Yeah, exactly. It's very good. And the third one is going to be a.
Ah. Okay.
Exactly.
That's.
And the
I think that's
fourth
the
one is
easiest.
going to be ah.
Ah. Okay. So
So
is it
it's ah, 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 ah.
ah 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 ah? Right.
Okay. And right now I'm going to do practice.
All right.
So you know, as we see here, Chinese is 语文, right? It's the third tone.
Yep.
But if I change it to the first tone, how would you pronounce it?
语文
语文, exactly. And if I change it to the fourth tone, how are you going to pronounce it?
语文
语文, exactly. And let's just try another one, which is if you say, if you change 文 to the first tone, how are you going to pronounce it?
Just one, you mean?
Together.
语文
It's going to be 语温.
语文 Okay.
No. You are actually like pronouncing the second tone. The
All
second
right.
tone is
Yeah, that's
语文,
yeah,
right?
that's the most difficult, I think. The difference between
Okay.
the first and second tone.
Yeah, so you think those twos are kind of hard to pronounce?
Yeah, I mean the difference between the first and second tone is really the most difficult to get, because the third tone is quite different. So I know you know that you need to basically go down and then go back up. Okay. The
Mm-hmm.
fourth tone I think is kind of easy. It's kind of a really like basically you're going down.
Yeah, I get it.
The first one is supposed to be neutral, but it doesn't sound like neutral actually.
Okay, so let's try this. Oh, sorry. If you say, let's find like a blank space. So if I write four tones here,
Mm.
I'm going to pair them like randomly and you try to pronounce them. Is that okay?
All right.
Okay, so how to pronounce this?
You, when,
Um, okay, how to pronounce this?
which one? The first one?
Yeah.
You.
So you're actually pronounce this one. So let me try to teach you from the beginning.
All right.
So let's start with those four, okay?
Mm.
It's yu, 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 yu.
You, you, you. Right?
Yeah, try to pronounce this one like a little lighter. So it's yu, yu.
You, you. Right?
Yeah, yu,
You and you.
yu. Yeah.
Okay.
And those four are wen,
One,
wen,
one,
wen,
one,
wen.
one.
Okay. So right now I'm going to pronounce it for you and you try to see the difference between them.
All right.
So this is yu, wen,
All right.
and this is yu, wen,
All right. So you, one. Okay. So second tone of
yeah,
one. All right.
and this is yu, wen,
Okay.
yeah, and this is yu, wen.
All right.
Okay, and let's try with this one. This is yu, wen,
Okay.
yeah, and this one is yu, wen,
Mm-hmm.
and this one is yu, wen,
One. Okay.
and this one is yu,
You,
wen.
one. Okay.
Yeah, you can pronounce with me. And this one is yu, wen.
One. Yeah. The really like the most difficult part is between the I guess between the first and second because like
Oh, so you think
yeah like so the first one would be you when right you when right
yu, wen? Yeah, exactly.
if we take like try to do like some combination for me and I will try to pronounce them just to see that if I can make the difference.
Okay, cool. Let's see this one.
Okay. You when
Yu, wen. Yu, no,
you
no, 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 sorry, I got it wrong. Yu, wen.
you when okay
Yeah, if you want to say yu, you just kind of like do like a single strike, like nod your head, yu.
you when
And if you say you don't change your tone at all because if you say the third tone, you actually kind of change your tone like in the middle or
yeah
switch
so
your
the
tone in the middle, right? You say
uh,
but if you say the fourth tone, it's going to be like one strike.
you okay
Yeah, you don't change at all. And also the first tone is that you don't change. It's
you
yeah, you
and the
see, I don't
second.
change.
So what would be the second? Like you?
No, the second is
No, you. Okay, okay. You're going up. Yeah, this is the kind of the difficult part to get. So it's like you, 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 right?
what is the first one?
You,
Yeah, second one.
you,
Yeah, exactly. The third one.
you,
雨
you,
雨
you, you.
yeah
Okay.
雨 and the fourth one.
Uh, you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And do you want to do like some random practice?
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, This one?
语文
What's this one?
文 No, sorry. 文
Yeah, so how to pronounce them together?
语文
This one is 语.
语文
Yeah, like when you nod your head, you first nod it down and then you nod it up. So it's 语文.
语文
Yeah, what I was pronouncing. Okay, I was actually like doing 语文. So I was doing this tone and which tone on the right?
Can you repeat your pronunciation?
语文.
So is it
文.
like so is it the last one?
That is 语问.
Okay, can you repeat?
Okay, try to kind of feel it when I'm saying 1 is one strike, it's a neutral strike. It's one strike but neutral. It's the first tone. It's 1. You see, I didn't change my tone at all, right? And
Yeah.
it's neutral.
Okay.
And this one, it's also one strike. It's one strike, but it's kind of not neutral. It's kind of harsh. It's 1.
Okay.
And this one is the second tone, and you change it, but you don't swift it. You just kind of slowly like raise it up. It's
So it's
1.
when. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And this one is you nod it down and then you nod it up. It's 1.
When. Right?
It's kind of you put efforts in your throat. 1.
When. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. When you feel that you are putting efforts in your throat, you can actually make difference between the second one and the third one. And the first one and the first one and the fourth one, it's you can feel it's either a neutral strike or a harsh strike.
Okay, so it's when and when, right?
Yeah, 1 is like you're yelling. Like the fourth tone is like you're yelling. 1.
When.
But
Okay.
the first tone is neutral, is 1.
When.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Got
Exactly. So right now I'm going to pronounce some and you're going to tell me which one I'm pronouncing. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So 鱼.
Is it the third one or the second?
Okay,
Maybe.
what is 鱼?
Okay, can you repeat it?
Okay. 鱼.
This is the third one.
Yeah, this is this one.
Okay.
And 鱼.
First one.
Yeah, exactly. It's the first one. And 文.
This is the first one. Maybe the second one actually.
Yeah, it's
Or
the
the first?
second one. 文.
Second? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And 温.
This is the first.
Yeah, exactly. It's the first one. And 问.
Fourth.
Yeah, exactly. Fourth one. And 玉.
Fourth again.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
do you kind of feel it?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, so it's very cool that today we learn about how to say language and how to say country and how to say grade, how to say on, above, and under, below. And we also learned ocean, sea, river, and lake. And we also learned the 4 tones in Pinyin.
Awesome.
Okay, that's very cool. So I see you next time.
Yep.
And
See you next
need to
time.
practice. Yeah, you need to practice what we've learned today, like again and again, so you get familiar with it.
Roger. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
See you
see you.
next
Have a
time.
good day.
You too.
Bye.
See ya. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.